If you're an athlete who struggles with foot pain or foot problem, a lot of times it's about strengthening your foot. So today I'm going to show you guys a series of exercises that you could incorporate in your regular training sessions to develop foot strength and kind of relieve the foot pain and get your foot stronger, right? Because when it comes down to sprinting, we're not even going to talk about the leg. The foot takes all the force, right? So let's get right into it. First thing we're going to do is some toe spreading. So what I want to do is curl my toe and spread my toe. Curl and spread, right? And I'm doing this. You could put a timer on and you do it for, 5 to 10 seconds or longer. But I would say start out slow. Curl and close. I curl and open, curl and open. I do that for 5 to 10 reps. And next one I'm going to get into here is kind of like the same thing, right? But it's resistant. So what I do is I want to pull, add a little bit of resistance, and then pull that way, and then pull and pull, like that. And again, 5 to 10 reps, and I take it nice and easy. So these seem very simple, but they're very effective, especially if you're somebody who struggles with shin splints or any type of plantar, anything at all that has to do with the bottom of the feet, the ankles. These exercises are going to be great for you. So you could tie your band onto something. So I'm going to put mine like this, and then I'm going to step on it with this side. And then all I'm trying to do is just like that, and then pull that way, right? And pull and pull. And these are just activation exercises to, release the ankles, release the toes, and all these areas that tend to get inflamed over time. And again, I do 5 to 10 reps on each side, and I keep it nice and simple. So I'm stepping on that side, raising this foot, and open. Open, focus on full range, open the toes, and we come that way, close, open, close, and open, and open. And same thing, I do 5 to 10 reps on each side. All right, next one I'm doing here is I'm gonna do a toe grab. So I'm using a marker, right? For mine, you could use like a tiny ball if you want, and all you're gonna do is pick the ball up with the toes, squeeze, put it back down. Pick the ball up with the toes, squeeze, put it back down. And again, you're trying to get 5 to 10 reps on each side. So one side is gonna feel a little bit easier, as you guys can see. Look, see, one side feels a little bit easier. So this tells me that this is something that's good for me. Down, down. Just like that, curl and down. All you're trying to do is squeeze with the toe, curl it, curl, pick it up, put it back down. This feels so good on my feet already. Curl and put it down. And again, I do 5 to 10 reps. Next one I'm gonna do here is focused on the big toe. So I put a band around the big toe. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to flex my big toe with minimal movement in my other toes, right? Flex the big toe with minimal movement in my other toe. And again, I try to do 5 to 10 reps on each side. This feels so therapeutic. So my wife currently has a foot issue. She just did a PRP shot, and this is why I'm studying these exercises to try to help her to recover. So this side, it feels a little bit better. And right away, you'll feel which side feels stronger, guys. Like, I could already feel like one of my toe is stronger than the other one. So I'm trying to flex the big toe without moving my other toes. Right? And these exercises, you have to be very intentional and be mindful with them. So let's move on to the next one. The first weighted exercise we're going to do here is you find an elevated area like this. I'm using this box, and then what you want is your heel down and your toes on the box, right? And then whatever side your weight is on, right, you want to load that side and then push up and back down. Right, 5 to 10 reps on each side. and back down. And go again. Up and back down. Up and back down. And all this is doing is strengthening the muscles that help to flex your toes. So let me use something softer right here. Makes it a little bit more challenging. Up and down, up and down. Seems like a very simple exercise, but it's very effective. So let me come to this side so you can see. So just like that. The toes on, it is up and down, up. You could progress this with a lighter weight to a heavier weight. Next one I'm gonna do here is a foot bridge. So what I'm trying to do is maintain my arch on my foot, right? While pushing my foot forward like that. Try to maintain my arch, or you'll feel you're at the middle of your foot trying to dip, and your goal is to squeeze your toes and try to maintain your arch. And you would count 5 to 10 or maybe 20 seconds on each side. Seemed like a very simple exercise, but it's very challenging, and I could already tell my right leg is stronger than my left leg. So here, squeeze the toes and try to flex this way. All right, get tension in the ankles, and then when you feel that instep trying to dip, you push yourself back up with the toes, just like that. And again, you count 10 to 20 seconds, or you could put a timer on, whichever feels easier for you. Next one I'm going to get into here is a step down. So you find an elevated surface, and then all I'm trying to do is step down and up. Again, this is good for the ankles, good for the knees, and up. Right? And all of these are activation exercises before you get into anything that's more challenging. And again, 5 to 10 reps on each side, focusing on full range. So I go down, down, and down. I'm gonna get up on the ball of that foot, right? And what I wanna do is doing some hops forward, just like that. And if you notice, my heels are not touching the ground, just like that. And I will do this for, put a timer on, maybe go for like 30 seconds. Right? And you could progress this into single leg, where I'm hopping like that, right? With no heel touching the ground. Right? So next side, and then pay attention to which side feels a little bit easier, because one is always gonna feel a little bit easier. And this exercise, when it gets easier, you could also go weighted, so you use a weight vest or you use light dumbbells, right? And then you would do it, so you would go forward and backwards, right? Then you go side to side, just like that. Next one we're gonna do is a no heel lunge. So watch me from the side. I go no heels, step forward, no heel, step forward, no heel, just like that. No heel, no heel,